Home Friday!
Hey,
Happy
friends.
Home Friday! Home Friday! Happy Home Friday! Happy Home Friday!
That was a little aggressive, I just have to say.
That's normally her.
You know what else I have to say? We're just gonna forego all the talking, okay? Because this is the European adventure, not adventure, right? What is this called?
See, you don't even know. You don't even
European-
know. She's just such a hurry.
I am in a hurry because this is part 2 of the post-Europe tour cancellation. That's the best I can articulate right now. And we just finished part 1 and it left on a cliffhanger. So it's like, we just need to get into it.
Hif clanger.
A hif, yeah. Is that what I said?
No.
Yeah, I'm just too excited. I want to get going.
Okay, but
First,
before,
yes, I know. I'm so sorry, my manners.
big, huge shout out to Anne.
Thank you, Anne.
Thank you so much for donating.
Sorry, I'm
both
so
of these videos. I know, she's just like, go, 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 go.
I want to see.
I want to give you a shout out because we really appreciate you,
Thank you,
and
Anne.
this is awesome.
I know, truly.
So we're gonna get into it. I'm not gonna take up any more time. If you want to see the last one, go back and check it out. This is part 2 of that, and this will be wrapping up our Home Friday of this week. So without further ado, this is.
I need some assistance with this, honestly, because it's a mouthful. What is this? How is it actually called?
It's called.
This is
Home
Away
Free
from Home,
Away from Home's
episode
fries
16,
because I love French fries. Oh.
European Escape Part 2. Enjoy.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Speed racer over there.
You know what it is? Because you know how guys
Sonic the Hedgehog.
normally, like, we space our videos out a couple hours in between. I'm just not. I was thinking this in between the 2 videos. It would be so unfair if I'm so excited to see the second part for then us to have you wait 2 hours to see the second part.
I agree.
No, so I'm just gonna put them out back to back.
Yeah, why not?
At the same time.
Man, 14 minutes though. I am gonna be out of coffee like 3 minutes in.
You better pace yourself, buddy.
Let's steal yours.
He's on his second Jägermeister of our
Jägermeister.
These boys can drink.
ferry ride at noon to Germany.
That was my last sip.
Going hard at borders.
We've been on the bus for like 18 hours or something like that.
Oh, that's rough.
Yesterday. It's 8 o'clock now.
Yeah, so maybe like 20 hours.
There's no
I've been on
privacy.
this bus for too long.
Poor girl. She's surrounded by all these boys.
We are at the gold.
Cologne.
Cool.
Köln.
Cool. If only Rob were here to say it for us.
There you
We're
go.
here today. We got a show tonight. We're trying to do some
Cool.
touristy stuff.
That's
This is like
beautiful.
the halls of Moria.
That church is fantastic.
Yeah.
You see Adam in
Started
his
in
element.
1240, it didn't finish until 1880.
I've lived in houses that are built in the 60s that were falling apart.
Oh, you did!
I totally didn't part in there.
No!
Jenica's like, oh.
Open it up! Very stuffy!
Let me out!
Overnight, reports of tornadoes tearing through parts of Nashville.
I woke up in a hotel room in Cologne, Germany, to a constant stream of text.
And Steven called me. He was like, bro, a tornado just came through.
I ended up getting a call from my friend Charlie. He, along with our roommates and a couple other of our friends, were actually at the house when the tornado hit. The house I had lived in for 5 years and made an unimaginable amount of memories in was gone. I felt completely helpless. And I just had to sit back and watch as my friends picked up the pieces.
12 or maybe 15 different people came out. And I didn't know half of those people. They just came out to help. That's really how the whole community in Nashville is. People helping each other. You know, that's one of the many reasons why I love Nashville.
I mean, that
Possessions
happens
can be
everywhere.
replaced,
The
but people
disaster happens, you know?
But the
People come together.
Are you ready for a party? Good! How do you do it, Rob? I wore that jacket the whole show. Why did I do that?
One glass of apple juice. I like to watch HomeFree sing songs.
What's the next line, Chance?
I don't want to hear HomeFree sing.
We're having to deal with something we've never had to deal with.
No.
The coronavirus.
We've got a lot on our mind this tour. I mean, between that and then the storm in Nashville, I think it's been a really good exercise in gratefulness too.
For sure.
But
Great
the
perspective.
distraction is definitely there.
There's a lot. we're scheduled to go over to Germany and France, which are hit really hard right now.
Yeah.
So we're like keeping an eye on it. Like we don't know if we're gonna be doing those shows for sure or not.
If there's some sort of emergency, then we just cross that bridge when we get there.
It sounds like we're in a holding pattern right now and there's not much to discuss.
Yeah.
The kids are fighting to stay awake. They're waiting on Dad to cut that cake.
What is happening right now?
They're
It's
just
beer 30?
tuning the room and sound check.
It's beer 30. It's half an hour past the last time I should have had a beer, so it's beer 30.
See ya.
Oh, juicy.
And
with that Hofbrau house.
Hofbrau house, yeah.
My favorite location in the world.
If there's one in any city, he's probably been. What's the name of this tower?
Big old buildings, huh?
He almost had a heart attack because he looked up and the clouds are moving fast behind it and he goes, "It is moving! It's flying!"
It looked like he was doing this.
We're gonna go over to the Berlin Wall Memorial.
Fun.
Gonna scooter.
I love those.
Looks like they left.
Those are fun.
I gotta go find them.
All right, have fun. Farewell.
Got.
Morning, son.
A lot of birthdays, huh? That's awesome.
Oh, is that surprising for his birthday?
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
That's
was a
cool.
good bird.
He's on stage tonight.
Has Janica seen these yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, let's put them in the tape them at the top of the
Oh
bunk.
yeah, good call. I think it needs
Oh
to
my
be
God,
Rob.
that's
Yeah,
hilarious.
that'd be Rob.
100%.
So I haven't really done any pranks this tour, but
I bet
this
that's
is a good
Sammy. What happened?
She saw the. They taped it to the top of her bunk.
Ah. That's great. That's so great. I love pranks.
The gut juicy.
That's awesome.
Cheers.
Pranks are so fun.
When you walked in like that, time goes by.
Hey, he's singing it with that hat on. Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
Let's say.
I thought that was absinthe.
It's a 15-minute walk to the Pisco.
These boys drink a lot.
Or they did.
All right, did you guys go to the
I do not miss that.
We're here
Being in
at
a band and
site
doing all that.
Rob found in Prague. Two guys peeing, in which you can text what you want them to pee, and they'll spell it out, I guess.
What?
This kind of lifts his streams a little weak. at this
Babe, it's a
point.
joke.
Oh.
Of course, it's the one on the left. That's spelling HomeFree.
Just pretend that says HomeFree.
I really like, piss sculptures where you can see.
Yeah, like if it was
Right,
snow
right, like
or
everywhere else,
sand.
though.
Right.
I swear to God, I'll do my best and time will tell. We'll pass the
I like that they put the laugh in there.
that bridge. When it
That's what you do, that kind of stuff on our shorts. I love that.
I don't, yeah.
The biggest thing that I've learned from this whole coronavirus thing is that I did not wash my hands properly. 20 seconds? I've never washed my hands for 24 seconds ever in my life.
I think that's most
They
people.
don't do the signing line like they usually do every night, just to minimize the amount of exposure to different individuals. You still meet the VIPs, and so you can't guarantee anything, which is scary.
Since the day I was born, I started playing Cash's guitar down in the dressing room next to my best friend.
See, I don't know who this is.
It's called Jameson. It's James' son.
It's James' son.
Sorry, he just put his whole thumb inside of me.
That was not my
don't have that big of a thumb. No, he just rocked my bunghole.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we just got to the venue, and they were just about to start load in. We're obviously just eating lunch here in Vienna, and our show got canceled because the government's capped any event at 100 people, and ours is way over that.
And we just played Prague last night, and we just found out they did the same thing.
Yeah, I would say we'll just stay parked here for a while and you guys can explore in Vienna, but also I need to know what's going on with Germany. So this is a home free question. We're already a few $1,000s over budget now for hotels because of all this mess going on.
So we're still talking about heading to Munich anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Does Luke think that Germany's not gonna follow?
His concern is if we're safe here, which I think we are. I think the government here is just taking preventative measures.
Like they'll let us out of the country.
Yeah, right.
What? So we would have a hotel here, and then.
No, in Munich tonight.
What was the other option? I don't understand.
We just sleep on the bus tonight and park somewhere.
I think we need to do that.
It's a smart business decision.
I mean, this is gonna hurt if we could lose this show for sure.
Yikes.
Right.
If we're gonna be losing a lot of money, like we might as well start cutting some corners.
Now I'm getting really worried about that.
Consensus is no hotel tonight, sleep on the bus.
Yeah.
Cool. We talked to and this is awful and it's learning so much. Hey.
This could potentially be it. Like for all we know, this could be it.
Man.
That sucks.
This was
Bands were hit so hard during this time. And the
now we have to
crew.
go to Munich
The
because,
crews.
the bus driver says we have to leave right now and get to Munich.
Was it like 8-hour drive? 10
I
hours?
don't know why. Something about bus rules, or maybe he's just trying to get out of Vienna before we get stuck here. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah. Thick.
I got one.
Stick.
My phone. We're out here getting sick. Government's acting quick. Blame it on the.
We don't have a show till Friday. There's a chance that's not gonna happen.
Who's that?
So I'm trying to decide
He's the one that was
if I should
playing the
fly
guitar.
Yeah, but who is it?
to Tennessee today. About to look up flights. It's getting kind of crazy out here.
Oh, it's too bad it's so crappy out.
It kind of adds to it.
Yeah.
Man.
With everything that's happening
München.
here domestically, they're getting increasingly more alarmist about what
Wait,
they
did
might
it just
do
say a
internationally.
date?
And so knowing that, they're getting, with everything that's happening here
March 11th.
March 11th. Going into
they're
quarantine.
getting increasingly more alarmist about what they might do internationally. And so knowing that, we need to discuss what you guys want to do moving forward.
Well, I mean, we should probably wait and see what Trump says, right?
There's a whole myriad of things that he could get on and say tonight, and I just want to be prepared to address it because he's going to be a game changer for how we react to the situation. You don't have to do anything, guys. I want to be clear on that. There's just a financial ramification that comes with that. It's basically a 24-hour window for us to make a call on this,
What do you advise?
Go home.
Well, I advise that we get some flights held for Friday morning and be prepared to go Friday morning. We wait to see what Trump says tonight.
Is there a worst case scenario, whatever he could possibly say, where we're like, we need to fly home right now?
He's banning all travel into the U.S. for everybody, which I don't think that's gonna.
Well, our president just announced the impending 30-day travel ban from Europe. So we're hopping on the first flight out of here. Well, it's 6
That
a.m.
sucks.
Head to the airport. Here's what's left of the bar. We are crammed into this van. I think it's hard to even tell. We got seats down.
Wow.
The back is completely full.
Jeez.
And we just shuffled some stuff around to get Chris facing forward because he was not doing so well riding backwards. Good morning. Jenica and I slept about 90 minutes last night.
Yeah.
We tried to stop by a full-service laundry facility this morning to pick up the laundry we had dropped off yesterday. Didn't happen. They weren't open in time. So we're heading back to the States
With no clothes?
without our stuff.
Oh, no.
Did stop by the duty-free shop and pick up some
Jeez.
aged Gouda, so I
Yum.
consider it a win.
What are we doing this morning here, Nate?
I don't know. We are trying to get home before the travel ban, and we've made it to the gate. So there's only one more step in getting on the plane, and let's hope it takes off. It's been a hectic 24 hours,
right?
To say the least.
All of this whirlwind of coronavirus tagged up to not having a house to go home to would have been pretty terrible. But it could be much worse if I hadn't found a new house already. So at least I have that. I don't know if there's a bed in said room, but at least I have a room.
Yeah, man.
I would be lying if I didn't say I was ready to pull the plug on this and go home, just because beyond the coronavirus, things have been pretty hectic.
But wow, what a whirlwind this whole thing has been. Huge thanks to all the fans for their patience and understanding during this time. We wanted nothing more than to finish out our dates and entertain you guys. And hopefully we'll be able to come back soon and do that. Stay tuned and we'll keep you posted.
Roads.
I like that one. Yeah. Good job, fellas. Gosh. Man.
Well, man.
You know.
That sucks.
I know. Thank you, Ann. Because,
thank you very much.
Yeah, it was really neat to see how coronavirus affected our guys, right? So we had never seen that before. And to see that artist perspective of how and what you have to navigate on the road, the behind the scenes of what they went through just on tour, even independent of Corona, like Jenica in that little, or all the guys in the tiny little bunks, and just the dynamic between them in between just performing and going to different sightseeing. It was just fun to watch.
That was fun to see for sure.
Yeah, but also like sad at the same time, you know?
Yeah, I feel bad for all of them.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know a lot of band people that were really affected by it, and not just band members, but also a lot of engineers and stagehands and all that stuff. I know a lot of people that were stuck and didn't know what to do. And, you know, when you're in a job like this, a creative job where we can't do it virtually, you know what I mean? So yeah, they did the quarantine sessions and all that stuff, but it's hard to get paid when you're doing that stuff, you know? When you're a creative like this and the world shuts down and you can't do what makes you money, that's tough. And then so many things, you know, people would leave and go to other jobs because they weren't making money, and now the record label is out of people to do this, or, you know, there was just so many things that were tough. And
it definitely rocked the music industry.
Yeah, big time. Yeah. I'm happy that I was out of it at that point, but at the same time, we were doing Travel Channel, so you couldn't travel. So that was tough too. You know, we were just starting it. Like we were green. We had no idea what we were doing.
Well, yeah, fun fact. I mean, we decided to go be travel YouTubers, and I went to the Pentagon and handed my badge in February 28th. And 1 week later, on March 6th, is when the quarantine was declared. I don't know what the timeline said, March 11th. Like,
that was about the travel ban.
The travel ban, yeah, like
something.
These dates I will never forget in my entire life, right? It's just like you don't forget your kid's birthday. Certain dates you just don't ever forget, and those are two that I won't ever. So like, it didn't work out to be a travel YouTuber when there's like a quarantine on the whole world.
That was tough. And you know, we're trying to go
deals with stuff.
Show like amazing things in Mexico and Brazil, and it's like things are shut down. You can't, I remember the whole beach was shut down in Mexico when we were there. You couldn't even walk on the beach.
Couldn't walk on the beach,
like,
couldn't do anything.
Yeah, that was a tough time.
Yeah.
And, you know,
everybody has these stories, right? And like at the time, you feel so uncertain and you don't know what's happening, and they're like, people have real issues because you feel this lack of control. You can't plan your life. You don't know what to expect. And so having the ability to see what someone else is going through, I think maybe was probably very helpful to you Fries watching, just to, you know how your guys were doing, know someone else was going through it, and they put themselves out there. I think that's really great.
I feel so bad for Chris, I think his name was Chris, who lost his house to the tornado on top of the pandemic. It's like, you know, you just feel so bad. Now, luckily, you know, in hindsight, well, fast forward a couple years now, and things are back to normal,
Yeah.
you know, but it's hard to see that kind of stuff and what people went through, you know, but it's just good that we're on top of it now.
Back
you know?
to normal, but I do think it's going to have long-standing psychological effects on a lot of different people.
I think it has already.
It changed the way people socialize or know how to socialize. I mean,
Yes.
there's all these different like far-reaching impacts that it's had, but you're right, to your point, in terms of your day-to-day stuff, yeah, you can do it.
It's
you
like
know?
going into solitary confinement in jail. You know, I remember when I was in prison and like I stabbed this dude and they put me in she said what? No, but seriously, like it just reminded me of something like being in solitary confinement in prison. Like if you're always in solitary confinement and you come out, you are not the person that went in there. You know, you don't have
Good analogy.
anything with any other human,
Yeah.
and you start your brain changes. The synapses in your brain start to make new neural networks and connections. And you become a different person.
Yeah.
And that happened, I think, to everybody. You know, socialization in this day and age seems very different. People don't seem to treat people the same way they used to back in the day. Don't know how to talk to people or interact. And
I mean, look at the impact on just like service-facing jobs,
Oh my
customer
God.
service-facing jobs, or you know, anyways, this
you couldn't pay
this
me
could go
enough
really deep.
to do, yeah.
But we won't.
This can go real deep. But I mean, it's because we ended on this kind of a
Yeah.
thing. You know, we didn't have our little talk because Ninja was in such a hurry to get going.
Well,
We
yeah.
couldn't talk about the good things about the first video. You know, with them
Save it all
traveling
for
and
this
stuff.
one. It's
But I don't
fine.
even remember what happened now.
Dig deep.
They went to the castle. They went and got some cheese.
The whole thing, it was just fun.
It was
I
great
mean,
to see
yeah,
and
they're just
relatable. You know what I mean? Exactly.
Yep.
Like just seeing the behind the scenes talking about what should we do? You know, we're already thousands of dollars over budget. Do you guys want to sacrifice and sleep in a bus or still pay more money? Like just seeing that behind the scenes, it's just relatable because
Yeah.
everyone was trying to figure out what do we do?
Yeah.
You know?
And it gives you more insight into the type of people that they are, right? Like,
Yeah.
I really appreciated Chance being like, hey, let's just stick it out in the bus and not being a prima donna and say, no, I need a hotel room.
I mean, things are already tough, so what? You just do another night in the
Yeah.
bus at that point, you know?
They seem like they travel and they interact really well together on the road.
Yeah.
At least from the vlogs, that's what we can see. I know a lot probably goes on that we don't see, but based on what we did,
Yeah, of
it
course.
seems like they do a good job.
And they still seem to have a lot of fun when they could, when they
Yeah.
weren't sick or when they weren't trying to
Or
figure
Chance.
out whatever. Yeah, I felt bad for Chance on that one, but he took it like a champ, you know,
yeah, there is
gargling
no
his
day
whiskey.
off.
Yeah,
you gotta go.
you
I
gotta
mean, unless
go.
he's gonna impact the entire rest of the guys, he's just gotta man up, and
Yep.
he did.
He did.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways, it definitely was cool to see, you know, what they went through and to be able to relate to it and just kind of reminisce. And it's great also to see how far we've come since then and how much stronger we've gotten. And, you know, I think for us, at least personally, I don't know if everybody else got that way, but
I'm sure.
I know we came out on top and we're kicking ass, I feel like. So
I think all our fries
hopefully all y'all are kicking ass too.
I truly believe you are.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Anne. Really
Thank you,
appreciate it. And all you other Home Fries, hopefully you guys enjoyed Home Friday.
Yeah.
And we will see you all next week. But
Next Friday.
before we go...
What? Get that finger out of my face.
If you guys like the video, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button.
Thank you.
And now...
See you next Friday!
Peace.